Okay, let's go.
So now I'm going to come back to a very good point that you made about banks and you doing the job for the banks. Another important thing that people must remember is the bond originators are there to help you. If you go to your own bank, as well, we all know, maybe the people don't know, the viewers, is that, I've gone blank. I've gone blank.
No, that's one of.
It's one of those.
I'm going to chip in here. I'm going to chip in here because it's one of the things that people always say, well, I'm going to go to my own bank. I have a relationship with my bank. So I personally have several mortgages, bonds, and none of them is with my bank. I've had no joy whatsoever. So the advantage of Joanita doing is she goes to all the banks. Including yours. So you have a choice of looking at what the offer is, and often you can get a better offer, or you can even negotiate more strongly with your bank because you now have got different offers from different banks.
Can I explain that?
Yes, please do.
Okay. And it happens with us as well. Remember, you've got your client portfolio, and every bank has got a certain, we call it a pocket of money available. So when that transaction comes in, when a customer applies directly, when that transaction comes in, the bank system will generate an interest rate for that customer, considering what money they've got available to spend at that time. In 2 weeks' time, the rate could differ. 2 weeks ago, the rate could have differed for that exact same client. Yeah. So it depends on the pocket of money that the bank holds at that stage. So what we try and do, we don't try and take a client away from their preferred bank. We do need to go to the client's own bank in order to arbitrate and collaborate with their banker or with credit. Otherwise, we are seen as a third party.
Yes.
So what we do when we receive the transaction, we normally submit it to the client's own bank first, give it a couple of hours head start, and then we send it to the rest of the market.
Yeah.
The bank who's got the biggest pocket of money available, funding available, is most likely going to be the bank giving that client a better rate. Mm. And yes, they are all going to look at your credit rating, your affordability, but say this is now what we call a vanilla deal, straightforward. Then what we do is we get this, the valuation of the property done, the assessment done, to see that the value is there, and receive a final grant. Now, firstly, your advantage is your offer to purchase says that you need to get a certain amount on your mortgage loan at a certain date. Most offers has got a clause in where they can take a backup offer, yes, which is going to put you under pressure. All right. But as first-time home buyers, we won't go into that right now. But you need to have a final grant as soon as possible to secure your sale. The first final grant from any bank can secure your sale so that you do not have to worry about backup offers. Once we have all the final grants from all the banks, we take the best one, we go back to your bank of choice, and we ask them, listen, this is what you've quoted. Are you prepared to match or improve on bank B or C in order to retain your client? Now, the bank will always build in a little bit of scope to negotiate. So if they can't match it, and they match it 98% of the time, if they can't match it, they will lower their rates because they don't want to lose the customer and all the other products that goes along with the mortgage.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the advantage for the customer. You stay at your bank of choice. You get the best rate that's out in the market, and you don't have to pay for it. You don't have to, work with it yourself. And, when a customer goes to the bank directly, if they go into a branch, they would work with a branch consultant, which is not a mortgage loan specialist. Then that transaction gets sent on to a mortgage center.
It takes time.
But barring the time, there's no emotional attachment if there is a negative answer. I've got to face the buyer. I've got to face you. I've got to face the seller. Essentially, and I've got a vested interest in the success.
Absolutely.
So with a mortgage originator, we fight tooth and nail to get that deal through. We don't just walk away from something.